It fell in the quiet, no one around. This bowl didn't break in a single.
Reading the cracks. This is a Kintsugi bowl. You can see it's been worn, it's been fractured, it's been shattered. But instead of throwing it away, it was restored with the ancient Japanese art form of Kintsugi. Now, I think Kintsugi is probably more of a philosophy even than it is an art form. And it's the philosophy that we believe in at Transformationship Leadership Group as well. You can take something that's messy and you can, instead of hiding the cracks, you can feature them, make them a part of the beauty, restore them with gold. Goodness knows by the price of this bowl, you can definitely make something more valuable than it was before. When I was a child, my family moved to the mission field, and I really remember coming back from the mission field and feeling like a foreigner. It was tough. I remember being the kid with the Goodwill clothes, and I had to learn new systems, new people, new social rules. I never really did find my tribe. But I did learn how to read a room. I learned how to find who was kind. I learned how to immediately spot who was guarded, to learn the new or the influencer in the room. I learned to spot where there were tensions and sometimes where there were opportunities. Those skills served me well later when I became a nurse and I joined the float pool team. Now, I would have to go to all sorts of different units throughout the hospitals, and I truly enjoyed it. But I learned a few things, like hospitals are really high pressure places with different cultures in each place that you would go. I remember coming in and realizing that a lot of the old guard, they were burnt out. A lot of the newer people, they had inherited messes that they had nothing to do with causing. People knew there was something wrong, but they didn't quite know how to put their finger on it. So that's what we teach in leadership, and that is slow down and listen. Identify, diagnose, the cracks, and find out what's worth retaining, what types of things are your strengths, and what and who will help you rebuild something that's really going to hold. A lot of times people want specifics, and so that begins with not just rules, not just memos, but it begins with presence, with structure, with steady care, sometimes with a little bit of chocolate. And I love to say and to practice that connection matters way more when you're rebuilding than correction does. I have watched some really messy teams become communities again, and it's a great part of my joy. The strongest teams are not the ones that never broke. The strongest teams are the ones that learned how to mend. And cracks don't necessarily mean leadership failure. What they are is places that let you know where to invest, where to heal, where to lay the next gold line. I love to help teams find and rebuild the cracks with things that last.
And the gold doesn't rush, it waits for the line, finds every fracture and fills it with time. Not loud, not sudden, not something you show, but the strength comes back where the breaking was known.